How's it going, guys? My name is Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate. I'm affiliated with Keller Williams here in Salt Lake City. Today is the 9th of January 2023, and this is the real estate numbers. Every week we track several specific numbers happening in the market in order to be able to tell the story and track the trends of what's happening in the real estate market here in Utah. So let's check it out for this previous week. Our first number is 7,847. That is our number of current actives. That's what our inventory looks like right now. Our second number is 55. That is the average number of days that a property is on the market before it goes under contract. Number 3 is 12,997. Might be easy to just think of that as 13,000. And that is the difference between the average list price and the average sold price. So we're 13,000 shy in our sold price on average than we are on our list price on average. Number of properties sold last week was 297. Number 5 is 4,031. That is the number of properties that are currently under contract. Number 6 is 829. That is our number of price reductions that happened in the prior week. The number of folks who have a property on the market and last week they decided, I'd like to attract some more buyers. I'm gonna drop this price. That happened 829 times last week. And number 7 is 359. That is the number of listings that were either canceled, expired, or withdrawn from the MLS in this previous week. All right, so what's my take? Well, the most interesting thing I see this last week is our inventory, because every week since Halloween, we have dropped 200 to 300 in our inventory. On Halloween, we're at 10,338. Every week since then, we've come down. And last week, we were at 7,820, and that was actually a 600 drop. A drop of 600 from the previous week. This week, we're at 7,847. We actually came up 27 homes on the market, and that is interesting. So we'll see what that looks like, what that means. We still have what would be called a seller's market. If you put something on market, our number 2 here is 55 days. That's the average time on market. The fact that if you put something on market in just under 2 months on average, it should be sold, that tells us we're still in a seller's market. Might you adjust your price down a little bit? Sure. But you're not gonna suffer too greatly if you're selling. This is technically still a seller's market. The further down this number of inventory came, the more and more a seller's market it looked like it would become again. We've been in this downshift. But that's why this inventory number is so interesting this week. It's been shooting down 200, 300, 600 on one week, like I said, every week, and it stopped. So I'm interested in seeing what happens next week. Our number of sales came down a little bit this last week. We're just at about 300, 297. Week before that, we were at 400. Week before that, we were at 350. Week before that, we were at 450. So, on the lower end of where we've been, but still on the lower end of where we've been. Now, price reductions shot up. That shot up pretty dramatically. And that was the other big interesting shift this week, in my opinion, because price reductions have been coming down concomitantly with inventory coming down. As inventory comes down, sellers might realize that things don't look as bad for them as they might otherwise, and so they're less eager to change their price. We were as low as we got right at Christmas. We had 308 in the previous week price reductions. The week after that, we had 350. In the week, this last week, what I'm reporting on right now, 829. And that's a pretty significant jump up. That puts us back to where we were in the first week of December. That is it for this week's video. The inventory downshift halt is interesting, and the number of price reductions shooting up quite a bit from the week prior is interesting. And other than that, things are generally as they have been. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay well updated on what's going on in the Utah real estate market, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next week.